Hello graduates, families, and supporters of the class of 2020. I am Joe Bulow.
And I'm Gavin Peterson.
Welcome to the 24th commencement ceremony of Maple Grove Senior High, in our first ever virtual commencement program.
We sure have come a long way since our first day of high school back on Tuesday, September 6, 2016.
Our journey sure took a few unexpected turns, but now we're here. So let's kick things off by welcoming our graduating choir students who will sing the national anthem under the leadership vocal director, Miss Beth Helsted.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
The mission at District 279 is to inspire and prepare all students with the confidence, courage, and competence to achieve their dreams, contribute to community, and engage in a lifetime of learning. We'd like to recognize our system leaders of District 279 who have guided this work, and welcome our superintendent, Mr. Corey McIntyre.
Congratulations to the Osseo Area Schools Class of 2020. You have earned your diploma and it's time to celebrate. I am inspired by the ways you have overcome the challenges posed by this pandemic that has touched every aspect of your lives. Now, as you leave high school, you take with you the skills that you have learned throughout your K-12 education, including effective communication, collaboration, innovation, and problem solving. Be proud of what you have accomplished academically. While the academic work was yours to complete, I know you each received support from family members, and for some, a little prodding from a staff member or two to ensure your success. Make sure to take time to thank those family members and staff who have helped you make it to today. You've experienced challenges none of us could have imagined even 6 months ago, and they have made you stronger. I know you'll do amazing things you didn't know you were capable of, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish. On behalf of the school board and the entire staff and administration in Osseo Area Schools, congratulations.
Thank you, Superintendent McIntyre. This program celebrates our culminating academic achievement of the class of 2020 and officially marks the transition to our post-high school lives. Every year at commencement, 2 student leadership groups are recognized. The first is our student government, the Crimson Cabinet, which serves the liaison between the student body and our school leadership. Led by Mr. Garrett Lee, they collaborated to resolve school-related issues and coordinate school-wide and community outreach projects. A great example of this is recent food drives, which gathered thousands of food donations to support our local Minneapolis communities. Please join me in welcoming our student government president, Miss Annabelle Ali.
Hello everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Annabelle Ali, or more commonly known as the girl that crashed into our school snowbank. Let's just say that wasn't my proudest moment at Maple Grove Senior High. Before I begin my speech, I just want to give a big shout out and thanks to my beautiful friends and family that gave me the utmost love and unconditional support. I wouldn't be here, nor the person I am today without you guys. Now, when I was given the opportunity to give a speech at our graduation, I was 1, surprised we were even going to have a graduation, but 2, conflicted with what I was even going to speak about. In the past 3 months, so many life-changing and crucial events have happened, so much so that everything feels small in comparison. But then again, we are talking about a worldwide pandemic here. Nonetheless, I want to dedicate this speech to some of the most hardworking and supportive individuals I've ever met, our teachers. While many of us have had amazing experiences with our educators and others maybe not so much, I believe we can all agree that we were able to learn something that we'll take into our future education or profession. However, after my 4 years at Maple Grove Senior High, I realized that our teachers go above and beyond to answer the question that many students constantly ask. Why does this matter in the real world? Unfortunately, I still don't know how we're going to use L'Hôpital's rule in our everyday life, but many teachers that surrounded you all and myself taught us the importance of education in and out of the classroom. So from here on out, I'd like to share some of the teachers, leaders, mentors that taught us integral lessons that I'll carry throughout my life. Thank you to Mrs. Dufault, who took the time out of class to teach us how imperative POC literature is, especially in conversations that we are having today. Whether it was topics such as how U.S. invasion affected Afghanistan or to how successfully conduct an interview, Mrs. Dufault showed us that literature brings to light perspectives that aren't shown in mainstream education. Thank you, Mr. Martin, who always let our class run late just so he could tell us how eugenics affected testing or to how DNA replication could affect social classes. From topics as simple as fish farming to ideas surrounding bacteria in major train stations, Mr. Martin made sure that we knew how interconnected science is with our everyday life. Thank you to Mrs. Figuerella. In between our daily Spanish vocab lessons and practicing syntax, she would make sure we knew the past, present, and future of many Spanish-speaking countries. I won't ever forget the time when she informed us about the current state of Venezuela and the horrors the citizens have had to go through in the past 50 years. Mrs. Figuerella taught us that without fully immersing ourselves into the culture, politics, and history of many Spanish-speaking countries, we wouldn't be able to do Spanish any justice. Finally, from the class of 2020 to the teachers of Maple Grove Senior High, thank you for building the next generation of doctors, scientists, diplomats, carpenters, teachers. We still have a long way to go, but you all have made us closer to our dreams and aspirations. Before I go, I wouldn't do this graduation speech any justice without sending you all off with some catchy, awe-inspiring advice that'll motivate you to strive to be the best. But I don't believe you need me to tell you that. Instead, my advice might not be the standard, but it's certainly something we'll be able to carry into our adulthood. I know we didn't expect the last 3 months. No one did. When COVID-19 hit, many of us thought it would go away within weeks and not even touch our country, let alone our state. Unfortunately, we all lost something. Whether it was nationals, prom, trips, friends, or even family members, all of that we lost. And while those 3 months do not and should not take away from the 4 years of effort we put in, I can't sit here and say it didn't hurt not to have those final moments. So here's my advice, class of 2020. It's okay to feel upset about the things that we lost, no matter how small they seem in the grand scheme of things. Throughout our life, I guarantee that we're all gonna lose moments or face failure. And no matter if it's something as trivial as a school dance or a loss of a loved one, in the end, it's okay to mourn because without recognizing our feelings, those feelings, we cannot move forward to find success. The American education system rapidly funnels us from kindergarten to high school to college or the job force. It's unforgiving and doesn't account for the roadblocks in the form of failure or even celebrating happiness. But we can change that, and it starts off by accepting and recognizing our losses instead of ignoring them. It's to learn from our mistakes and use them as fuel to create change. From kickstarting movements about climate change and gun violence to creating a generation that starts to recognize and normalize mental illnesses while speaking out against racial disparity. We are the class of 2020. So I know that our future will be nothing short of bright and full of success. I would wish you all good luck, but I know we won't need it.
Thank you, Annabelle. The second student group we recognize is National Honor Society, which operates by the 4 pillars: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Under the guidance of their advisor, Mr. Justin Passmore, each member maintained at least a 3.7 GPA, volunteered a minimum of 12 hours per trimester, and chaired at least 1 event during the year. At this time, I'd like to welcome National Honor Society President, Ms. Jennifer Leonard.
Good evening. My name is Jennifer Leonard, and I would like to thank all the faculty, friends, and family of Maple Grove Senior High who are listening, no matter where you might be today. I'd particularly like to thank my own parents, Dan and Catherine, for putting 6 children through this school district over the course of the past 27 years. Last one, Mom and Dad. Now, I'd like all my fellow classmates to close your eyes and think back a few years. Tuesday, September 6th, 2016. It rained all morning. It was the kind of morning where you could stay in bed late and you wouldn't even feel bad because it's raining and what else are you going to do? But I'm willing to bet on that day, there were very few of us who didn't jump out of bed even before the alarm clock went off. How could we resist? It was our first day of high school. I was in relentlessly positive spirits that morning, the kind of feeling you get on the first day of the new year when your head is full of resolutions. That morning, the rainy weather made me think of the old Bing Crosby song, Pennies from Heaven. If you don't know this song, that's okay. Bing Crosby has better ones. But if you don't know Bing Crosby, that's not okay, and I'll share my playlist with you. The song goes like this. Every time it rains pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune fallen all over the town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Now, in case distance learning has made your poetry analysis skills a little rusty, I can illuminate. Pennies from heaven are a metaphor for unexpected good luck, gifts, or blessings, and you only get them when it rains. The class of 2020 has had our fair share of rainy days since that first day of school. Notably, we've been separated for months, and every single day we are apart seems like a rainy day. Missing our senior prom, that last robotics tournament, our final sports seasons, a last center stage performance, and missing the chance to sit together in Mariucci Arena certainly made for some pretty rainy days. But we've also had quite a few pennies from heaven in those storms. Every day we got to physically go to class, for example. No matter if we got to school at 6 o'clock for jazz band or shuffled in at 7:25, half asleep, every day we got to go to Maple Grove Senior High was a gift, a penny from heaven. Every time Dr. Becker high-fived us, or the bell for first hour rang, or they served those circle cheese pizzas for lunch, was a penny from heaven, even though maybe we didn't realize it at the time. The original date for our commencement ceremony, June 6th, was a rainy day 76 years ago, too. Don't worry, I don't just sit around memorizing the weather on random days for fun. I know the weather report that day because it's a famous day in history. June 6th, 1944, the Allied invasion of Normandy, or D-Day. The weather report in the weeks leading up to what would become the turning point in the European theater of the war was bleak. The Axis commanders did not believe that the Allied forces would be able to weather the storm and go through with an invasion, but they were wrong. On June 6th, the Allies braved 6-foot waves that threatened to swamp or beach the landing craft, and they liberated France from occupation. We should take heart, knowing that such courageous people have gone before us and have endured storms stronger than perhaps any of us will ever be called upon to face. Let us take inspiration from the Allies and launch our ideas, our creativity, and originality bravely into the wider world, despite those storms. Let us brave those swells on the ocean and the winds of uncertainty that batter, and let us surprise those that expect the class of 2020 to lie low. Rainy days are the perfect time for the beginning of something remarkable, just as D-Day was a turning point for the fight to defend the free world, and just as that September 6th day was 4 years ago, the start of something wonderful. For we know, as Bing Crosby sang for the troops 70 years ago, and as he still sings for us today, so when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. And now we're going to turn it over to our amazing principal, Dr. Bart Becker.
Congratulations to each of our classmates and fellow graduates.
Thanks, Joe and Gavin, and hats off to Annabelle and Jenny for your respective speeches on behalf of the class of 2020. Believe it when you are told that we'll never forget you. The class of 2020 truly stands apart. Born into this world after the aftermath of 9/11, you came of age seemingly hand in hand with the development of smartphones and social media, and you made your mark within the Crimson family. And now conclude your high school lives in the midst of a global pandemic and a national movement for racial justice throughout our country's systems and society. In reaching this moment, each of you have had your ups and downs, your trials and tribulations. Some of you have demonstrated consistent showings of excellence throughout. Some of you have given new meaning to the word grit, having overcome enormous obstacles in your life to secure your final required credits at the conclusion of the school year. Whichever path you took, each of you earned this achievement by your own unique story of resolve, perseverance, and support from friends, family, and school staff members. From here, you proceed on your separate journeys, while a few of you have already departed. Among those who have are some of our graduates who have signed on to serve in our nation's armed forces. Serving in the United States Army: Thomas Kahn, Nathan Key, Theophilus Weefway. In the Army National Guard: Nick Ewell, Benjamin Fergali, Zachary Lund, Ezekiel Barty. And serving in the United States Marine Corps: Ethan Feldy, Bailey Knutson, Zach Lloyd, and Quinn Trout. Congratulations to you all, and on behalf of a grateful school community, we thank you. We have many graduates who have excelled in the academic arena, and they are recognized in a couple of ways. Graduates who have gold tassels on their caps are graduating with honors, having achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 or higher. In addition, there are 154 graduates who are wearing gold stoles, which indicate they are commencing with high honors, having earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.8 or higher. Among our high honors graduates, 56 have achieved a weighted or unweighted grade point average of 4.0 or higher. And moreover, there are 6 of those students who have earned an unweighted straight A 4.0 grade point average, which means they have never earned anything less than an A in their entire high school career, not even an A minus. Those students are Heather Breidenbach, Lauren Kadlick, Anna Keldall, Maya Lillimoen, Bryn Monker, and Jordan Solly. Congratulations to you all. Every school year, roughly 1.6 million students from across 22,000 high schools enter the National Merit Scholarship Competition. They take the preliminary SAT qualifying test to do so. Now, to earn selection as a National Merit finalist, one must score among the top 1%. Moreover, to earn a National Merit Scholarship, one must score among the top 1/2 of that 1%. Please join me in congratulating National Merit finalists and scholarship winners Heather Breidenbach, Jordan Chaco, Shreya Golakati, and Zachary Marovish. In addition to the many academic achievements of the class of 2020, their leadership has been exemplified by their participation in activities, athletics, and fine arts. In over 30 sports and 50 student activity groups, our graduates continuously represented the Maple Grove Senior High School community with excellence, from speech and debate to drumline, the football field to the hockey rink, the swimming pool to the musical stage, and so many more. What a joy it has been to watch these leaders give of themselves to causes greater than themselves, to represent our school and our community with class, and to compete or perform with honor. The 2019-20 school year was one for the books. To share a few accomplishments: both our girls and boys soccer teams advanced to state, and our girls soccer teams made school history as the first Crimson soccer team to bring home a state championship. Congratulations. Nadia Abed made history for the Crimson gymnastics team by winning the state championship on the beam and placing 3rd all round. She is just the 3rd gymnastics state champion and the first in 12 years for Maple Grove Senior High School. And for the first time in school history, both girls and boys hockey teams advanced to the state tournament at Xcel Energy Center, where the girls earned state hardware for the second consecutive year and third time in 5 seasons. And it was a banner year for Crimson Nordic skiing as both girls and boys teams advanced to state and earned their best team finishes in school history. Well done. At the regional competition in Duluth, our Crimson Robotics team, 25-26, won the Chairman's Award, the most prestigious award for best representing the qualities and values for other teams to follow. They transform culture to inspire, respect, and honor for science and technology, as well as encouraging today's youth to become science and technology leaders. Well done, Team 25-26. And the day before their season and our normal school experience was shut down, our boys basketball team advanced to the state tournament for the 5th consecutive year by defeating Buffalo for the 3rd straight year. Congratulations again. And that brings us to our musical theater program, which for the 13th consecutive year received honors through the Hennepin Theater Trust Spotlight Program for their incredible production of the musical Ragtime. In the end, they did so much more than just a musical. They proved to all what can be done when a group of dedicated student performers from diverse racial and cultural backgrounds unite behind a common purpose and tell their individual and collective stories while honoring and celebrating that which makes them unique. Your leadership has made our school a better place, because where you have led us, others will follow. Such accomplishments highlight one of the great rewards of working at a high school, and that's the opportunity to play a positive role in students' lives and supporting them rising to the occasion, whatever that occasion might be, within the academic arena, athletic competition, fine arts performances, or answering the call of leadership. Each year, the members of the graduating class submit nominations for the Crimson Way Leadership Award, which is earned by a senior who best embodies the Crimson Way values of motivation, gratitude, scholarship, and honor. This year, we celebrate Adamson Novak for living out the Crimson Way in our school and in our community. And here's a few comments that his classmates, through their nominations, shared about him. Without a doubt, Adamson is one of the most giving and hard-working individuals I've ever met. He lives each day with integrity and honor. Adamson doesn't just have ideas and dreams like many of us, he turns those dreams and ideas into reality. From organizing a virtual prom to creating a senior video, he intentionally seeks ways to positively impact those around them. And on numerous occasions, Adamson has taken the harder path and done what he knows to be right instead of going along with something he knows to be wrong and dishonorable. It is my great honor to recognize Adamson Novak as the 2020 Crimson Way Leadership Award winner. Congratulations. This plaque, now with Adamson's name, will be displayed in our front lobby, visible to everyone who enters our school. He'll also receive a $500 scholarship to DePaul University in Chicago, where he will be attending in the fall. Go Blue Demons! So it's now time to present the class of 2020, and we'll proceed by calling our graduates' names alphabetically according to their foundation's teacher's last name. With that, on behalf of every Crimson staff member, I'm proud and honored to officially announce that the graduates of the class of 2020 have met all requirements of Maple Grove Senior High School, Osseo area schools, and the Minnesota Department of Education. Congratulations to you all.
From the Foundation's class of Stacy Backstrom, Sean Armstrong Keene, Annika Behrens, Noelle Shandley, Lauren Shankweiler, Kaylee Shibley, Miranda Shields, Alexander Shutter, Aiden Shinathasi, Catherine Shoquist, Janaea Skripek, Parker Slotsby, Anaya Small, Andrew Smith, Ashton Smith, Zachary South, Josephine Stenson, Molly Stern, Aiden Strand, Jesse Struck, Gabriella Sundberg, Trenna Tafoya, Jacob Taylor, Reese Verbout, Theophilus Weefway,
From the Foundations class of Lori Barnett, Lauren Anzelk, Paige Bester, Becky Belkey, Lauren Bredensteiner, Abby Cornelius, Margaret Kramers, Kaylin Du Bois, Natalie Gooley, Vijaya Gopalan, Benjamin Holman, Samiksha Kanakunta, Heather Koo, Clara Kim, Olivia Click, Amajit Kohli, Hawa Koroma, Blake Paris, Nicole Rober, McKenna Schroeder, Melissa Sue, Emma Trebtowski, Brandon White, Tyler Weens, Stacia Zahn. From the Foundations class of Katie Bartelt, Sumaya Kasim, Andrew McDaniels.
From the Foundations class of Rob Bennett, Grace Nelson, Andrew Wynn, Trang Wynn, Julia Norby, Adamson Novak, Ray Nyagati, Karenna Ostabo, Rashawn Parker, Jordan Pauley, Madeline Peck, Luke Pelto, Aaron Peterson, Benjamin Pettingill, Tronisha Pickford, Bjorn Plant, Nicholas Pokutny, Joey Posner, Anthony Pratachith, Howard Romilly, Jonah Rice, Levi Rolfson, Lydia Rossetti, Elijah Ryan, Jessica Ryman, Brandon Savoy, Aiden Schaffler, Joseph Schmidt, Nicholas Schaff, Darian Seitz.
From the Foundations class of John Brady, Aya Abu Hadid, Grace Algren, Jacob Albers, Jared Anderson, Annabelle Ansa, Phoebe Bachmeyer, Sarah Berglund, Joa Bloom, Christina Bolser, Catherine Badama, Brooke Buchert, Abdul Rahim Burry, Kaylin Bush, Nathan Calderon, Benjamin Carone, Jacob Cease, Aliana Chath, Justin Collins, Natalie Conklin, Sarah Cortez, Amanda Collin, Caleb Davey, Ethan Dexheimer, Haley Daiba, Lena El Hassan, Edward Soyanku.
From the Foundations class of Alexandra Briarcliff, Addison Adair, Maya Al-Hawari, Ra'asa Amegampoy, Jason Anderson, Aditya Balakrishnan, Ezekiel Barty, Justin Behan, Cameron Benson, Marshall Blum, Jordan Boland, Mina Bulos, Heather Breidenbach, Ruby Briscoe, Joseph Bulow, Quinn Camlin, Samantha Casillas, Alexa Sebula, Morgan Coates, Daniel Colson, Jennifer Cook, Amelia Corwin, Spencer Dahlquist, Caitlin Downing, Emma Ebling, Abdulazim Altigani,
From the Foundations class of Andrea Burnich, Maxwell Colesrud. From the Foundations class of Ricardo Cervantes, Matthew Nelson. Grace Nepper. Jacob Wynn. Parker Nico. Samantha Nordstrom. Anna Novak. Megan Nyquist. Max Overheiser. Madison Paja. Jackson Parrish. Benjamin Perry. Gavin Peterson. Benjamin Pym. Madison Plath Rutherford. Anthony Pomerleau. Caroline Puglio. Abby Rademacher. Luke Raymond. Derek Reef. Caleb Robinson. Danielle Ross. Alexander Roth. Jordan Solly. Thomas Sessick. Micah Schmidt.
From the Foundations class of Mark Cook, Mercy Barty, Sophia Seitz, Andrew Severud, Ria Shaw, Isabella Tate, Lauren Tillman, Matthew Todd, Alec Torkelson, Tyler Turnquist, Cyril Valderrama, Kayla Van Cleve, William Verbrick, John Volkers, Philip Wagner, Caitlin Walsh, Cora Wampler, Larry Welch III, Shannon Walensky, Anthony Whitaker, Amanda Williams, Austin Wright, William Zaver.
From the Foundations class of Liam Dale, Mark Fixon. Benjamin Fragali. Jaina Giftakis. Braden Glad. Joshua Gray. Destiny Gusa. Caleb Hagerty, Paige Hamilton, Caitlin Hansen, Liam Heaton, Elizabeth Hernandez Torres, Gideon Heru, Elba Itzo Herrera, Catherine Hildenbrandt, Tristan Houle, Samuel House, Braden Hubbard, Cami Jacobs, Maurice Joe, Anna Johnson, Colby Johnson, Sunana Johori, Lauren Cadlick, Kate Kapsner.
From the Foundations class of Ryan Gow, Nathan Key, Claire Kidwell, Lydia Colness, Kamia Kausari, Clarissa Kolda, Nicole Lamb, Nathan LaSalle, Benjamin Leafblad, Jennifer Leonard, Maya Lillamoen, Elena Long Varenkamp, Haley Lauer, Zachary Lund, Anna McLean, Tyrone Mayange, Andrew Martinek, Kayla Ann Masterman, Cameron Mihalchik, Joshua Miller, Kelby Modine, Shane Molinaro, Ava Muscatello.
From the Foundations class of Pam Hennon, Lucas Guyan, Anthony Gibson, David Grant, Michael Grossman, Gabrielle Gorlakachu, Olivia Heidel, Colin Hemsey, Brianna Hurdle, Logan Hiller, Olivia Helm, Hannah Hobus, Justin House, Preston Rupek, Javen Hushman, Abigail Jackson, Malik Joe, Ken John, Blake Johnson, Linnea Johnson, Amaria Robinson.
From the Foundations class of Daniel Jaderholm, Chinwenwe Anyamale, Sean Bergstrom, Anna Chabika, Patrick Cobbs III, Chloe Corbin, Samuel Fellman, Shreya Golakati, Grace Hansen, Jackson Harrow, Annabelle Kuiper, Lance Laurie, Jack Lewis, Alexandra McLean, Paige Mans, Hannah Markby, Bryn Moncourt, Jade Morissette, Sean O'Dwyer, Catherine Olson, Owen Overly, Madeline Ross, Nathan Ross, JC Stanek, Madison Stoltzman, Madison Tobias, Ashton Walls, Talia West, Caitlin Wheeler, Spencer Wary, Zachary Wolk, Clark Young Jr.
From the Foundations class of Veronica Jones, Colin Erickson, Emma Erickson, Kirsten Erickson, Nicholas Yule, Henry Fanbula IV, Ethan Feldy, Nina Feldman, Maria Fierro, Davion Figueroa Guerrero, Willow Fisk, Jack Frankwick, Brandon Franz, Summer Franzmeyer, Melanie Frias Daza, Thomas Furnish, Emma Gaddis, Victoria Goodrow, Abby Gertson, Abigail Hansen, Andrew Howe.
From the Foundations class of Scott Caston, Micaiah Alam, Peyton Allen, Joey Andrews, Stuti Aurora, Caroline Baldwin, Harrison Batiste, Matthew Benzalak, Thomas Besco, Jordan Bader, Sierra Bonine, Sophie Brown, Nam Bowie, Michael Cachone, Emily Carlson, Sophia Cataldo, Jordan Chaco, Nyankian Che, Irina Chifak, Alexandria Siselski, Thomas Clark, Alexandria Kahn, Hunter Crane, Emma Dalton, Joseph Delcado, Gabriel Drayton, Mitchell Ide, Nicholas Ennen.
From the Foundations class of Tom Laughlin, Brandon Nelson, Olivia Newberger, Joshua Wynn, Selena Wynn, Brandon Nielsen, Tyler Oakland, Kelsey Olson, Zane Overing, Brianna Paschke, William Peeler, Ashley Peterson, Margaret Peterson, Brianna Popin, Teague Reigler, Nathan Sahlberg, Mark Sauer, Wade Shimke, Miles Schmidt, Abigail Schulte.
From the Foundations class of Eric Malm, Enrique Santos, Megan Sullivan, Lauren Taylor, Elijah Thomas, Anya Thornton, Aaron Tollefson, Ruth Tran, Quinn Trout, Jacob Valerius, Tatiana Verba, John Vingy IV, Nicholas Wagner, Maya Wallace, Mackenzie Waleris, Moxie Walls, Jacob Wide, Waylon West, Anna Whitmore, Allison Willett, Matthew Williams, Riley Whitmer, Audrey Robel, Alexa Zupfer.
From the Foundations class of Chad Manders, Naharika Nagaraj, Cameron Nelson, Emma Norby, Tatum Norman, Huxley Nayabwari, Matilda Omanya, Christian Pastrano, Arabella Pierce, Reagan Pershful, Noah Petrie, Emily Pitts, Samuel Platan, Alexandra Postolaki, Lucabella Ralph, Allie Reynolds, Emily Reese, Johan Rodvik, Isaac Remping, Lauren Sogstead, Justin Schaff, Martha Schmid, Lucy Shaneberg, Logan Schultz.
From the Foundations class of Marty Medley, Lauren Adams, Annabelle Ali, Matthew Anderson, Chloe Balder, Jackson Barton, Anna Beaverson, Zachary Benson, Joseph Burnt, Cody Binstock, Sahitya Bondalapati, Zeke Boyack, Lauren Boondorf, Aaron Cachone, Rafe Campbell, Taylor Chenard, Rachel Colvin, Alexis Combo, Evan Copley, Michaela Cuthern, Carson Dom, Elena Dietz, Alexander Drake, Sydney Elwer, Shay Kelly. From the Foundations class of Lene Meyer, Gifty Flomo, Jake Peterson Ricketson, Katie Sandler, Deja Smith, Grace Terrio, Paige Thompson, Wyatt Timperley, Ashley Tofty, Emily Trachik, Samuel Triber, Lily Valdaviva, Sahana Vandayar, Nithrishki Venkatasabaramanian, Matthew Wallace, Lauren Walsh, Cooper Wegscheid, Megan Weethorn, Joshua Williams, Lavelle Williams, Lucas Wingy.
From the Foundations class of Haley Olson, Megan Hauser. From the Foundations class of Jen Reevy, Joshua Gilbert. Simon Geske. Mitchell Green. Ryan Gross. Hannah Gust. Ethan Hyder. Ava Hansen. Grace Helwig. Mira Herr. Andrew Hicks. Lily Hoffman. Elizabeth Hossman. Holly Hughes. Janelle Hyde. Court Isaacs. Lauren Jarosik. Kane John. Ariona Johnson. Logan Johnson. Emma Jones. Malia Cabis. Thomas Kampsula. Zainab Kassam. From the Foundations class of Barb Spencer Morales, Zoe Kettleson. Lucas Kiso. Miles Kesey. Anna Keldall. Paul Kokendurfer. Anders Kolbrick. Elizabeth Kuhlball. Rachel Kuntz. Ava Lano. Grace Lowe. Andy Liu. Catherine Madsen. Ihab Mahmood. Zachary Morovich. Michaela Marsh. Calvin Markson. Patrick McLean, Isaiah Miller, Alexander Mills, Noah Misen, Ferris Musa, Shashank Morelli, Jason Bangdun.
From the Foundations class of Jennifer Weinzerl, Nadia Abed, Elise Addix, Cameron Albers, Niyuthi Baluri, Brahima An, Jarif Awal, Kai Bauer, Leah Bell, Jersey Baranek, Hannah Bester, Amelia Blum, Brooke Boho, Nathan Borsch, Nicholas Bracken, Sarah Burgett, Mason Carlson, Charles Cavan, Selena Chen, Caitlin Siselski, Grace Collier, Thomas Kahn, Jaden Cruz, Ilir Dedaj, Madeline Delmore, Yana Demars, Hope Ikusola.
From the Foundations class of Rachel Wilkerson, Caleb Jones, Luke Norman. From the Foundations class of John Worm, Kelly Kaiser, William Kim, Ellen Keevy, Bailey Knudsen, Andrew Kohler, Faith Kapan, Enya Kumar, Harrison Lisi, Caden Levon, Jason Lynn, Jaden Linnell, Zachary Lloyd, Michaela Macklett, Sean Marshall, Rebecca Martinez Zamora, Hunter McClure, Charles Miller, Nasai Missett, Richard Moe, Caitlin Moline, Jacob Myers.
And so, graduates, the next phase of your life now begins. Know that you will forever be members of the Crimson family, and you can always take pride in saying, "We are Crimson." It's a part of your history, and now you get to write the next chapter. So continue to live each day the Crimson way, with motivation to excel in all that you do, with your hearts filled with gratitude, in pursuit of scholarship, and in reverence of honor. And always know that I love you, and I'm proud of you. And so, graduates, at this time, please stand. Move your tassels from the right side to the left, and turn to your families to be recognized. It is with great pride that Maple Grove Senior High School presents the class of 2020.